So we started this year with a pack of speeding fines, and we're trying to kind of get away from that.
Now,
Try not to get into jail.
You got to add that to the costs of the concert, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to ask you guys a question.
You're going to YouTube tomorrow, by the way. This is like a little live vibe.
Okay.
So
You'll be on
respect,
YouTube,
you
you'll
know?
be on Facebook. But a quick one. You mentioned that any band can pretty much enter. Now, a lot of you Belleville guys are like in each other's bands. Why don't we form a band? And if we win, we'll split the costs of the car. We'll sell it. We'll sell it.
Well, it's not going to cost us anything. We're going to have to register it and pay the insurance.
That's
the
the cost.
That's it, I'm game.
Okay,
do
what's
it.
the band
I
called?
think the more bands I'm in, the more chance I have to win a band.
Just make sure that
I
this
think
is...
let's call it Boschendal.
philosophy.
Boschendal?
Yeah, as long as it hasn't got Gary Cool in it, it's cool.
I want to try and get in the dirty skirts. That's my plan for
Boschen
2012.
cool skirts. Talent.
Win a band.
Nice skirts is biofail.
If you have a name for our new band, what instrument am I going to play? A tambourine? You know what? I've noticed that a lot of bands.
I think
incorporate
tambo is
tambourine.
pretty cool. Tambo is
And
pretty
it's not
cool.
as not as easy as it sounds.
I reckon lots of bands do percussion on the records, and then when they go live, they just leave it out. I say, yay for the percussionist.
I also say that dance is fairly underrated. Don't underestimate a dancer.
Maybe
Never
an
underestimate
interpretive
a
dancer. Yeah.
Do you know what? I've got
Don't
a
you
small
think-
frame, and Elton John once sang a song about me called Tiny Dancer.
I think we should
could
listen to
be
that
a
next.
Tiny Dancer.
There we
Huh?
go. You can be the Heuvels Fantasties tiny dancer.
Why do we call ourselves the Tiny Dancers?
Why not?
That is an awesome band name.
It
That
is
is
pretty cool.
So how much?
Fuck Gary, again, it's not about the fucking dances.
How much is it going to be a Vita again?
H1. Hyundai H1. No, it was never a Vita. Hyundai is the main sponsor. Come on, Gary.
Hyundai is better.
So-
Are you just trying to pun Mercedes here? Come on. Come on. No, but
I saw that video parked outside.
Look,
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. Any band in this country can win that van this year.
That is awesome.
How cool is that? I mean, if you can get your fan base together to vote for you, then you get a car. Boom.
Who said democracy was a fallacy?
When,
I think
Gets you
it's
on the
great.
road, gets you on the road. I mean, you can save your flights, you can do all that
Boom.
stuff, right?
Yeah. If you got the car, it's actually a fantastic car. It really is. It's the best, by far the best van I've toured in as a musician.
Economical.
It's
everything.
it's better than the Vita, and I really thought I would never say that. It's better than the Vita. So take that, Mercedes.
That's
Okay,
right,
who's
folks.
driving this
The
thing?
Hyundai H1.
I used to drive most of the time, but now we have a driver up in Joburg who
Oh, yeah.
does that for us, which is cool.
That's cool. It takes away
Yeah.
the professionalism and puts back a little bit of alcohol, right?
Uh-huh.
And shit.
Yeah,
And
cheers
shit.
to that.
And you don't have a tired band member who spent 8 hours on the road when he plays a show. Come on.
That's terrible. I know.
Better performance.
Yeah.
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 For the fans.
now, guys,
Now it's getting quite soppy in the ears.
Yeah.
it is.
Puss.
Eric's getting very emotional.
Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it sound like a bit of an 80s sitcom theme?
Definitely. Yeah.
Three's company.
Bill Cosby's going to burst in the door in a moment.
Now, what is plans for the Evils?
We had our first practice actually today. At our rehearsal
mean
spot
first?
for the year. You
Oh,
know,
really?
we took Jan off, so our first show is the 28th of Jan, which is a good 4 weeks without
Yeah.
any shows, which was really cool. I think the band needed it. Kind of chill out. It was a big year last year in terms of shows and traveling. And yeah, new material. That's the plan. Album October.
Okay, so you guys have moved along. I mean, the last time I saw you guys, I think we were jamming together. I think we were doing MK Awards or something.
Yeah.
That might have been the last time I seen you guys, and it was like there was no drummer.
No,
It was just DJ.
That was, yeah,
Remember Johnny was behind the tables and stuff.
does all the production. Yeah.
That was it.
I miss Johnny behind the tables, watching
Oh,
it.
yeah. Maybe we should bring him back, like Limp Bizkit. He could,
DJ.
like, DJ Ani. Yeah. No.
So it's moved along quite
No,
a bit.
it's been really cool. Fred, our guitarist, who's also very a big part of the production process now and songwriting, he started as our drummer, with Johnny still playing guitar, and then with Johnny's work at the studio, making music for ads and stuff, he kind of said, look, he doesn't want to be on the road that much anymore. And Fred actually moved to his main instrument, which is actually guitar, which he's an absolute genius at, and then Phil started on the drums, which is actually a while back. When was your first show for us?
Opie Copy 2 years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a band for a while, and we wrote our second record as a band. So this will be our second band album, not
I
just
can't
songwriters and a
I think it's
producer.
gonna be the best one.
I mean, how does it feel with a drummer in the band? Has it become more of a band?
I think live it's ultimately the only way to go. I mean, to play without a drummer live is, I don't know, a bit of a wank. Let's call it that.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
It does feel like a bit of a karaoke vibe, right?
Yeah, it does feel a bit weird. It's yeah, with
I mean, probably Flash Republic, same thing. They brought a drummer in after they were DJs before.
yeah,
But he plays an electronic kit, I strongly urge against doing that.
yeah. Phil's not a fan of that.
Ah, okay.
Only in the rehearsal spots.
Right,
You know?
Yeah. And you can turn it down, but you don't want to turn it down live. No.
Yeah,
It's amazing in the rehearsal space. You can actually turn the drums down.
yeah.
It's
It's got a
possible.
volume knob.
How amazing is
Sorry
that?
to
I don't know
masculinity.
if anybody who's not in music could actually appreciate how
Listen,
awesome
there
it
is
is.
something about having a live show and your own volume knob. I mean, it is something
Yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Sure, you can just turn it up.
No, look, things have been really cool since we've been a band and actually each member having an instrument and writing records that way. And I think we made a really good follow-up to our debut and it's done really well. It's actually done better than the first one, which is mind-blowing for us. It was quite an ambitious piece of work, 14 songs, like 58 minutes of music. It's a bit much, I think. But, you know, people seem to like it. And
It's like another 25% more album, right?
yeah, almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Bang for your buck, you know.
Yeah.
Selling
Desperate
at the
times.
same,
No, but I
same
mean,
price.
yeah,
Same price, guys.
yeah, I think we just kept
129,
going. We
99.
were like, if the song is cool, it's going on the album, and we were just writing and writing and writing. But it was a big stretch between the albums. It was 18 months or 2 years almost between the
No, we
two.
did it in 2 sessions as well.
Yeah.
Like we had 2 weeks and then a break. How long was that break? Do you remember?
No.
It was quite long, like 3 months or something,
Yeah.
and then another 2 weeks in studio. So it was a month in studio, but dispersed. Strange how you're.
And lots of
It's
time to kind of,
strange.
you know, create stuff in between.
Yeah, you found those breaks quite valuable for you?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want, I mean, the records we make, they're quite eclectic. You know, not one song really sounds like the song before it,
Yeah.
and that's the way we kind of want to keep it. You know.
But all
Not
the
make a
songs-
rock record. It's never going to be like, oh, that's our rock record or whatever. It'll always be like something.
Everything.
Yeah.
And are they all Afrikaans or a bit of English in there?
Yeah, look, we're an Afrikaans band. That's what it is. We've done English singles like when we collabed with Philip's other band Thief or the Friday song with Double HP and Soweto Gospel Choir. Sure, that's a possibility. But I mean, if we're going to poised to be an English band, then it's going to have to be like under a different name.
But you know, the only reason why you would do an English album or a few English songs is for the English fans. But at the end of the day, the English fans are loving Afrikaans.
They're
rock,
already
so you
digging,
don't
but
need
they're
to-
they're already digging what we're doing. You know?
I'm
So-
proof. All the drums are in English though, just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
My favourite song of yours is the collab that you did, that Bright Flares fucking song.
It's actually a pretty good song.
I think it's that song to me is one of the best musical things I've done, just because of it's so many people in one room making noise together, and I think the song came out really banging. Kudos to Johnny that did it. I think he's such an amazing producer. He also produced that track. He produced every single song that we've ever made, and the second album we did with Fred. I really think Johnny is amazing. I don't know if you know Toya De Lazy, that new song that's on the radio now, pop song. She's this young black female. Pump It On, the song's called. Johnny also produced that. He's just making stuff that
Yeah.
sounds like it was made overseas, man. It's
Wow.
So is Johnny very much sort of pulling out of the live performance thing and getting more
yeah,
into
he
what
keeps
he
it
does?
to folk of Police shows.
Right.
In terms of playing live, and he'll help us out if there's a shambles with like somebody who wants to go to a wedding or whatever. Johnny will step in and play guitar for us or whatever. But he's very much part of our band. You know, he'll never be like not part of the production process when we make.
So he phones you up
records.
and says, "Hey, listen, I want to play this gig with you." You say, "Yeah, no problem."
Of course, yeah. They will play with the extra member for sure. I mean,
It's
Johnny.
unconditional.
Yeah, but Johnny is the kind of, musician that you can go like, fine, just walk on, come play. You know he's not going to bugger it up. He's a consummate professional.
Yeah.
No, it's usually
Besides, he'll play for
slurring.
free, no problem. Right.
Yeah. Johnny's like, yo, cut me in. Cut me into this show. I heard it's a big fee.
Things are bad. Fine.
Everybody's
fine.
like, no, Johnny, stay at home. No, but I've only got good things to say about him. He's an absolute star.
But I go back to that Bright Flares song. I mean, like that must have been. I mean, if I put a song like that together, it must be a really great feeling. To literally bring the entire country together for
Yeah.
that. You know,
I don't know. It was all in a good spirit. I mean, when we got briefed by that NGO, the people who run National Bride Day, it's funded by bankers who started this thing for it to be exactly what you just said, bringing the country together.
And it did.
So, and that was the brief, and they told me, get whoever you can on the song, phone around, produce the track, let's go. And
so they went to you first. They didn't go to anyone.
Yeah, they commissioned us to write the song.
Wow.
So,
And writing the song, I'm talking about time involved in from the point that you started writing to recorded, finished, done. How long did that take?
2 months max.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you think the song would be as well received as it is?
Without it being connected to the Bride Day initiative. Yeah, I think possibly even more. You know, I think there are people who write it off as, that's the Bride song or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think it did what it needed to do, and I think it's a great track. I'm going to be proud of it.
Great piece of songwriting. I mean,
Yeah, I think it works. And the Soweto Gospel Choir is amazing to see them work, because they went completely on their own. They got the music, and their choir leader got it, wrote out all the music, took it with them. They rehearsed for 2 weeks on their own, had all their parts done. They literally walked into the studio like, boom,
take one.
2 warm-up takes, record. Ba, 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 ba. Everybody around a separate microphone, female, male, baritone, tenor, whatever. Sang the parts, boom, done, clock. I mean, it took a choir of like 30 people. It took 2 hours to track a whole song.
And what gave you the idea to use
What band is going to track a song in 2 hours?
Just about to talk
That's
about
just
professionalism.
Bro,
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they win Grammys. That's why.
Yeah.
It's just proper.
We played at the Summers with them. Like,
Yeah.
the full extravaganza, you know, of everyone featured in the song besides WHP, but there was a bit of politics. But I mean, being around Soweto Gospel Choir makes you feel like a real amateur, you know.
Yeah.
Like, wow, okay, I call myself a professional musician by default, but this is
And
like
they-
where it really is at, you know.
Their voices are just their music
they're
instruments.
so there, but I mean, like, you know, presence-wise, you have to do the takes and takes and takes, and every single time they just nail it, you know.
Yeah.
Just every single time.
But when you were told to do this song, were they on top of your list of artists to use?
Yeah, I think the only artist that we didn't get that we wanted on the song was a female, and it's Zulani from Freshly Ground, and she just wasn't available. She was missioning around, touring schedule, or whatever. That was and everybody else that we asked to be part of it, was like, let's do it.
Nice.
I mean, Jabba WHP wrote his verse in the studio, there on the fly.
It's almost a little bit of that. What is that? Live? It wasn't. No, it wasn't Live Aid. It was early '80s. You know that whole thing that happened.
Live Aid.
Live Aid. Was it Live Aid?
Yeah,
it was.
for sure.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Shit's awesome.
On that note,
Well, kudos to that NGO for bringing it
Let's do something
together. I
more
mean,
like
they
that.
funded all the whole mission, so it's awesome.
On that note, Pierre, just fill us up there, man. I think we were out. So.
Warm Champers, gotta love this shit.
Warm champers and that bottle's almost finished. It obviously can't be that
No,
bad.
but this is good stuff, dude.
It is good.
I drank it.
Is it expensive?
During the holiday. Yeah.
It's still a little bit of a Boschendal plug.
Boschendal plug.
Is it expensive?
Just don't talk about expensive yet.
It's so good.
Not too expensive. This is Station's vibe. Come on.
We'll get the
Everything
execs-
is expensive.
The execs are going to be on our backs
This
tomorrow.
is the newest technology. This is internet radio. Come on, it's expensive.
It says it got a Diamond Award 2011. I'd give it a
On that
diamond.
note,
Listen, I heard we're
Pop
part of
another
some
one.
shootout here. Shootout.
Shootout?
Other bands. I don't know. I saw something on Facebook.
Right.
You guys tagged us.
So you are actually receiving our tags, eh?
I haven't came up on a wall.
Well, there is a top 10, and you guys were new entries.
Ooh. Number what?
With what song? Or just in
I
general?
think you got to start at 10. Something fair.
Actually, I was battling
Well,
to get...
sometimes you come in at 8.
Sometimes you come in at...
If you're lucky.
I was
Depends how many
battling.
girls you meet.
I was battling to get your track, so I had to throw on the Jack Parra one. But that's a freaking nice song, though, guys.
Which one?
I don't know what it's called.
Nice, thanks
Yeah,
for the plug.
absolute professional.
It's
Really
Afrikaans.
memorable.
I've actually got it right here in front of me. But I saw the video earlier this morning. Very nice. You good friends with Jack?
Yeah, we are actually very good friends with Zonder. What's the song called?
Do I have to actually go look for it?
No, I don't know. Are you
How
gonna
many
listen?
songs have you done with this guy?
We've done
A
a
few.
couple. First one we did was the Frostuk.
But there's no... We didn't work with him on this.
The Frostuk.
Hey?
I speak like a Saki when I speak Afrikaans when I'm speaking English. Die Frostuk.
Die Frostuk.
Die Frostuk.
Sounds a bit
It is that.
Hollandse.
Die vraagstuk.
Is it really that?
Sounds very
Please
German.
say
And we're charting for the vraagstuk, which happened
Vraagstuk.
2.5 years ago. Still charting.
Die vraagstuk.
But
Nog
that is,
steeds op die chart.
that's why you won the MCAR
Want
car.
ek kan actually Afrikaans
The
praat.
M-car.
The MCAR
The
car.
M-car.
The M-car.
Ja.